Good morning. It's 11:06 on Tuesday, February 16th, 2021. And this regular meeting of the Sandpoint Historic Preservation Commission is now called to order. For the record, I am Chairman Steve Garvin, presiding in council chambers at City Hall, 1123 West Lake Street in Sandpoint. Commissioners Sue Graves and myself are present. Commissioners Jackie Albright and Heather Upton are remote. Commissioner Jim Quinn is absent. First on the agenda today is approval of the minutes from the Commission's last meeting. The draft minutes were provided for review in the meeting packet. Are there any questions?
Nope.
Or alterations?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, hearing none, I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the January 19th, 2021 meeting. Motion?
So moved.
Sue Graves. Second?
Second.
Jackie? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? None. Motion passes and minutes are approved. Old business. An update on the historic walking tour brochure as reflected in the meeting agenda. The current balance of available funds is $163.01, and there are approximately 2,295 brochures remaining. Now we printed 3,500, so as I suspected, we haven't used many, but we do have to remember that when we printed that 3,500, there were still some leftovers from the last one, and we used those too. So this confirms to me strongly that we will have enough through possibly next summer, 2022, but certainly enough to take us way past this calendar year, even if things open up again and we start doing more tours. The second part of that is just to get it on the record here, we will continue the distribution, and also we've expressed it before, and it is our strong intention, even if as an offshoot, to expand the walking tours once COVID is behind us and in the right seasons and timings. So so those are duly noted. Consensus on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The next and last item under old business is a discussion regarding grant funding expenditure priorities. Now, the reason we put this here after even discussing it last time was, do we have a consensus that we wish for those funds that have been allocated, earmarked, whatever, to be utilized for education, even if it's next year? That's kind of what we had talked about. If that's good, let's have a consensus. If not, are there other things you think those should be spent for? Otherwise, those monies and everything will pass along to the reconstituted, changed commission.
So education of whom?
Well, the monies we had gotten already from grants and were allocated were for education for commission members, both at the Boise conference and at the national conference, both of which are slated for 2022. And the money's already there, or at least the grants are.
And so the commission, so then because we are somewhat, I mean, this is where I'm confused. So would the money go to the newly formed commission for education?
Yes, if we suggest that we want it to be that, that's what should happen. If we suggest nothing, it will just go to them. And if we suggest other things for it, but my suggestion has been to preserve that usage because that will help train and educate commission members in historic preservation, even though that'll only be part of the newly merged commission.
Yeah, so okay. I would want that money to go for the commissioners, strictly for historic preservation. I don't want it to go to the arts commissioners.
No, it can't because it's granted for that specific purpose.
Okay.
Heather, do you have anything to say? I guess not. Okay. So moving along, new business on city.
So did we have to vote on that or not?
No, it's not an action item, correct, Melissa?
This is not an action item.
Right, it's not an action item, just reaffirming what we had previously expressed, as this is our final independent meeting.
Okay. Thank you.
I have been asked about it since the last meeting by a city employee, and that's why I wanted to bring it up again.
Okay.
New business. On City Council's meeting agenda for tomorrow evening is a proposed resolution adopting the Arts, Culture, and Historic Preservation Plan, along with a proposed ordinance creating the new Arts, Culture, and Historic Preservation Commission. The final item on our agenda this morning, and I guess forever for this commission, is a discussion of historic preservation related recommendations that this commission may wish to communicate to the new commission. Just to start the ball here, things that had come up from the various meetings and the draft plan, suggestion to further evolve the Preservation Commission's activities in design, in review, in surveys, in districts, and in signage and naming other properties that might be appropriate, even though that may mean re-researching and surveying for expansion of districts, especially South Sandpoint. And again, I mentioned signage, expand signage to properties and districts. I mentioned resurvey. So I just wanted to put those things out there. These are things we had discussed before. These are pretty much things that are in the master plan, but again, wanted it to be what's coming from us as the existing and long established Historic Preservation Commission. Not complicated.
Well, I would just hope that they would continue on with what we already had set going.
Yes, so as well as expanding.
That's what this is, right?
Yep. Well, I mean, we hadn't planned on resurveying districts. We wanted to expand the properties that might be possible. We've talked multiple times about more signage, expansion of districts. So these are all things that we've been working on, except resurveying, but that would kind of go hand in hand with what the plan says.
Okay.
So my question is, what is in place for this new commission to meet? When do they meet? Who conducts the meetings? What's the structure like? Do we know that?
That's the ordinance that's on council's agenda for tomorrow evening.
And if the rest of the commission here did not receive that, I will email it to you immediately after this meeting. I presume that maybe all of you got that. Just came yesterday or the day before, Melissa?
I know Jennifer sent a message out. I don't know who all it went to.
Okay. I will circulate it to the other members of this commission as soon as our meeting's over.
I've lost some of my emails, so.
Heather or Jackie, did you receive it?
I did not, but I think probably because I'm not on because I put my resignation in.
Heather, did you? We can't hear you. No audio.
Sorry. I did receive it.
You did receive it, okay. And, okay, so do these things make sense to you that we're passing along, shall we say, based on our work and goals and, undertakings prior to now?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, does anybody else have anything either to add to that or whatever, because that's the last item on this agenda.
Okay. I just have a question, if I may, on the brochures.
Yep.
You were talking about us continuing with the distribution. So
yes.
Is this something that the new commission will now take over?
We won't have a clue until that commission meets but I'm gonna take the responsibility, as I said at last meeting, that we will continue doing it, whether it's an offshoot or not of that commission. That none of that would be known yet because they haven't even been authorized, much less met.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
But I'm happy to take responsibility. Hopefully a couple of you will help do it, even if it's not, or not for a while, part of that commission's overview.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Okay, yes, got it.
Okay. And again, I'll email that to both Jackie and Sue in a few minutes here. Okay.
Thank
With
you.
no further business on the agenda, unless anybody has anything, we will adjourn this meeting. Heather, you?
I don't.
Okay. Jackie?
Nope, nothing from me.
Okay. Melissa?
No.
Okay. All right, then this meeting is now adjourned at 11:18 on Tuesday, February 16th. Thank you all, and I'll be in touch with each of you by phone.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.